Okay, how's it going, everybody? So today we are going to read the Constitution of the Russian Federation. I thought it's kind of an important thing to read right now. Always try to understand the laws of different countries. I mean, this is what is agreed upon as the legal constitution. It's the law. Uh, a lot of people tend to not think about how relevant the Constitution is to a government before they start making an opinion on the government. They don't even know what the government is of that country. They have no idea what it is. It's just an abstract idea in their head, and if it has like flowers by it, then it's good, and if it's like dark and scary in their brain, then it's bad. But reality, these governments have constitutions, and until you read the Constitution, you really shouldn't have an opinion about a government. I mean, honestly, because you don't know anything about what you're hearing about this government. You need to know what their society actually agrees on and what laws their whole society actually agrees on living under. It's the closest thing you'll ever have to ever understanding anything about any other government is its constitution. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. This is what legality is in its full essence, is the agreed upon law of the country. So this is we the multinational. So this starts out. This is the Constitution of the Russian Federation. We, the multinational people of the Russian Federation, united by a common fate on our land, establishing human rights and freedoms, civic peace and accord, preserving the historically established state unity, proceeding from the universally recognized principles of equality and self-determination of peoples, revering the memory of ancestors who have conveyed to us the love for the fatherland, belief in the good and justice, reviving the sovereign statehood of Russia, and asserting the firmness of its democratic basic, striving to ensure the well-being and prosperity of Russia, proceeding from the responsibility for our fatherland before the present and future generations, recognizing ourselves as part of the world community, adopt the Constitution of the Russian Federation. So we're going to read this first section here. This is of the Constitution. We'll go ahead and get into Chapter 1, which is the fundamentals of the Constitution system. There's about 16 articles here. 1 second. Okay, sorry. Usually I don't do that, but I had to do something real quick. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is the first section, the main provisions, or Chapter 1, the fundamentals of the constitutional system. Article 1. The Russian Federation. Russia is a democratic federal law bound state with a republican form of government. The names Russian Federation and Russia shall be equal. Article 2. Man, his rights and freedoms are the supreme value. The recognition, observance, and protection of the rights and freedoms of man and citizen shall be the obligation of the state. Article 3. Number 1. The bearer of sovereignty and the only source of power in the Russian Federation shall be its multinational people. 2. The people shall exercise their power directly, and also through the bodies of state power and local self-government. 3. The supreme direct expression of the power of the people shall be referenda and free elections. 4. No one may usurp power in the Russian Federation. Seizure of power or usurping state authority shall be prosecuted by federal law. Okay, Article 4. See, number 1. The sovereignty of the Russian Federation shall cover the whole of its territory. Number 2. The Constitution of the Russian Federation and federal laws shall have supremacy in the whole territory of the Russian Federation. Number 3. The Russian Federation shall ensure the integrity and inviolability of its territory. Article 5. Number 1. The Russian Federation consists of republics, territories, regions, cities of federal importance, an autonomous region, and autonomous areas, equal subjects of the Russian Federation. Number 2. The republic state shall have its own constitution and legislation. The territory, region, city of federal importance, autonomous region, and autonomous area shall have its charter and legislation. Number 3. The federal structure of the Russian Federation is based on its state integrity, the unity of the system of state authority, the division of subjects of authority, and powers between the bodies of state power of the Russian Federation and bodies of state power of the subjects of the Russian Federation, the equality and self-determination of peoples in the Russian Federation. Number 4. In relations with federal bodies of state authority, all the subjects of the Russian Federation shall be equal among themselves. Article 6. Number 1. The citizenship of the Russian Federation shall be acquired and terminated according to federal law. It shall be one and equal, irrespective of the grounds of acquisition. Number 2. Every citizen of the Russian Federation shall enjoy in its territory all the rights and freedoms and bear equal duties provided for by the Constitution of the Federation. Number 3. A citizen of the Russian Federation may not be deprived of his or her citizenship or of the right to change it. Article 7. Number 1. The Russian Federation is a social state whose policy is aimed at creating conditions for a worthy life and free development of man. Number 2. In the Russian Federation, the labor and health of people shall be protected. A guaranteed minimum wages and salaries shall be established. State support ensured to the family, maternity, paternity, and childhood to disabled persons and the elderly. The system of social services developed. State pensions, allowances, and other social security guarantees shall be established. Okay. Article 8. In the Russian Federation, guarantees shall be provided for the integrity of economic space, a free flow of goods, services, and financial resources, support for competition, and the freedom of economic activity. In the Russian Federation, recognition and equal protection shall be given to the private, state, municipal, and other forms of ownership. Article 9. Land and other natural resources shall be utilized and protected in the Russian Federation as the basis of life and activity of the people living in corresponding territories. Land and other natural resources may be private, state, municipal, and other forms of ownership. Article 10. The state power in the Russian Federation shall be exercised on the basis of its division into legislative, executive, and judicial power. The bodies of legislative, executive, and judicial power shall be independent. Article 11. The state power in the Russian Federation shall be exercised by the President of the Russian Federation, the Federal Assembly, the Council of the Federation, and the State Duma, the government of the Russian Federation, and the courts of the Russian Federation. The state power and the subjects of the Russian Federation shall be exercised by the bodies of state authority created by them. The division of subjects, authority, and power among the bodies of state power of the Russian Federation and the bodies of state power of the subjects of the Russian Federation shall be fixed by the given constitution, the federal and other treaties on the delimitation of the subjects of authority and powers. Article 12. In the Russian Federation, local self-government shall be recognized and guaranteed. Local self-government shall be independent within the limits of its authority. The bodies of local self-government shall not be part of the system of bodies of state authority. Article 13. In the Russian Federation, ideological diversity shall be recognized. No ideology may be established as state or obligatory as one. No ideology may be established as state or obligatory one. In the Russian Federation, political diversity and multi-party system shall be recognized. Public associations shall be equal before the law. The creation activities of public association, whose aims and actions are aimed at a forced change of the fundamental principles of the constitutional system, and at violating the integrity of the Russian Federation, at undermining its security, at setting up armed units, and at instigating social, racial, national, and religious strife shall be prohibited. Article 14. The Russian Federation is a secular state. No religion may be established as a state or obligatory one. Religious associations shall be separated from the state and shall be equal before the law. Article 15. The Constitution of the Russian Federation shall have the supreme jurisdictional force, direct action, and shall be used on the whole territory of the Russian Federation. Laws and other legal acts adopted into the Russian Federation shall not contradict the Constitution of the Russian Federation. 2. The bodies of state authority, the bodies of local government, officials, private citizens, and their associations shall be obliged to serve the Constitution of the Russian Federation and laws. Laws shall be officially published. Unpublished laws shall not be used. Any normative legal acts concerning human rights, freedoms, and duties of man and citizen may not be used if they are not officially published for general knowledge. Universally recognized norms of international law and international treaties and agreements of the Russian Federation shall be a component part of its legal system. If an international treaty or agreement of the Russian Federation fixes other rules than those emphasized by law, the rules of the international agreement shall be applied. Article 16. The provisions of the future chapter of the Constitution comprise the fundamental principles of the constitutional system of the Russian Federation, and may not be changed otherwise than according to the rules established by the present Constitution. No other provision of the present Constitution may contradict fundamental principles of the constitutional system of the Russian Federation. Okay, yeah, so that's chapter 1, the fundamentals of the constitutional system. Next, we will we'll read Rights and Freedoms of Man and Citizen when we come back. So, well, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. This is Marxist Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Medium. All of these Marxist also YouTube. You're probably hearing this there. You can follow me there, or subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Y'all have a great day, and Dodadagoy.